That one there. That's the button I got to press. Hello, 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 and welcome to this Minecraft live stream. My name is John, and I'm joined by Chris.
Hello.
And we are here adding another windmill to our, well, 3 windmills now. We've got a collection of windmills going. You can.
Technically four.
Where's number
There's one
4?
in the nether.
Oh yeah, I can go on just the windmills I see in front of me.
Okay.
I apparently can't remember windmills if they don't exist in front of me.
He can count his windmills on one eye.
That's object permanence. It's a
Yeah.
problem if you don't have it.
Hmm.
Yes, more windmills, the Gurks.
Hello, the Gurks.
We tore down this tower.
I didn't like it. It was looking a bit fuddy-duddy.
And we're gonna put some stuff in it and then put it back together again.
Yeah.
Uh,
We made the decision because it would be me putting up walls, then John breaking said walls to run cable, and then me re-putting up walls again. And you know what? Nobody's got time for that. So, yes.
so we're gonna do it this way. Between sessions, I've done a little bit of work. I moved the foundry inside, and I replaced the crushing wheels with a pulverizer. So the pulverizer, as we looked at the end of the last session, the pulverizer guarantees us six ingots worth, 6 nuggets worth of material from each crushed ore.
Yeah.
And then putting that through the foundry guarantees us 6 from each of those. Then there's some extra stuff we get from foundrying because foundrying.
Yeah.
But basically, you now put ingots, you put crushed stuff in the chest. It goes into the pulverizer and becomes pulverized. It goes into the foundry and becomes foundryized. And then we get the ingots, and they come out into these pipes and go into a stabilized wormhole that is underneath this contraption. And we get a lot of stuff for our stuff now, which is nice. And then over here, I put together 2 more phytogenic insulators. With the intention of making a tall poise bush infinite cycle, wherein this insulator will work on the tall poise bushes, which turns them into clusters. This will get clusters and turn them into smaller poise bushes, and this end one works on the small poise bushes and turns them into the tall boys. And this gets 3 small bushes per cluster. This gets 1 cluster per tall thing. Thereby we get 3 extra things. This pipe only allows 1 item into this phytogenic insulator at a time. Eventually this system will back stuff when we have a lot of tall poise bushes, which means we can get a lot of enderium, which is good because we need a lot of enderium. We need to get water into this system, though, Chris, which is why we need a windmill.
Where would you like the windmill to run, sir?
Well, there's a pump down there.
Hang on. Pump down here. So the other side of that, really, isn't it?
So yeah, if you could run spinny rotational power into there.
Let's see.
Although possibly coming directly up there, you're going to hit my power lines.
Yeah, I know. I'm thinking of how we do it. I might have to.
We might need to move the windmill a bit further out from the.
No. We can just run it down and out through here and make it look a little janky. It'll be fun.
Okay.
Never underestimate the power of gearboxes in the sledgehammer. In that order.
Okay. I'll leave you to running that because I'm going to now go over real quick and show some of the upgrades I did over at tier 3 factory.
Have fun.
So over here where we're doing explosions and things, one, we got a lot of paintballs, and so I've turned off the explosions for a minute, to just clear the backlog. But I've also sped up the machines here, so the conveyor belts that move our paintballs are a lot faster now. The arm that moves the finished paintballs into the chromatic compound is also quicker. So that's a lot faster. And also, if I go up and put the this retrieval module back in, I made 2 medium retrieval modules and 2 fast pipe network speed increases, which means that things flow through this pipe like bats out of hell. With the exception of TNT that moves slightly slower through the pipes, because I didn't have enough Invar things to make a full Invar speed upgrade for it.
Yeah.
But it still flows pretty quickly, because I did have a spare lower tier speed upgrade. So now all of the things are here, they go down and explode. Like so. And we should see speeding through the pipes now a Singularity and an Ender Dust. There's one. There's an Ender Dust. That's quite quick. There should be. There's a Singularity. It's going quite quickly. There it is. Then the TNT should. There it is. That's quite quick. Quite quick now. Not the fastest. Still got a long way to travel. But we don't really need it to be that much quicker, because too many explosions is a bad thing. And then we can now see that these conveyor belts now move a lot quicker. And they do keep up with draining the chromatic waste out. And then this arm moves the paintballs a lot faster. So now that it's cleared the backlog, I'm going to leave it exploding for the moment. And then this pipe could do with a little bit of upgrading. It's a little slow. It's not too bad. It is a little slow. They're long pipes. No real upgrades in this room. Is a nice hummy machine now. So I think what I want to do is I want to start working on Enderium, because I want to get some ender chests going. Because I want 4 ender chests for our factory setups. And then I probably want another 3 or so for charcoal and moving charcoal around. So how difficult is it to make an ender chest? I need an Enderium machine, which means I need 9 Enderium ingots. Where did it go? And a chest, and so that I can. So the 9 Enderium ingots. I need 9 times 4 is 36, right? 36.
That's about right.
So I need 36 Enderium, which means I need. Which means I need 36 tools, poise bushes, 36 silver ingots. How many poise bushes do we have? 42. We have enough. How much silver do we have at the moment? None.
Technically not true. I have
None.
64 coins on me.
None in ingot form.
Oh, we'll do.
if I want to get technical. None in ingot form.
Okay.
Oh, which reminds me, the ender tank I made and placed on the smeltery, I've removed and have been using it for power supply. So I made 4 magmatic dynamos and surrounded an ender tank with them. And then that goes out into this redstone flux cell, which has a reinforced integral components, which means it holds 3 times as much flux, 3 million RF, backup battery here. And then this transfers out. Apparently doesn't. So can transfer out 10,000. So I need to. I can upgrade this a bit. You alright down there, Chris?
Trying not to drown, and also remembering how gear ratios work.
Cool.
I want to give this one final kick up the backside before it gets actually connected to that. I think is it small?
So this makes a lot of power. Well, a reasonable amount of power. I can put some integral components in these to up it. It also means we don't have infinite lava over here at the moment, but that's fine. I think if I get like 3 stacks. How many is that? Doop doop doop.
Pumps working, boss.
Excellent.
Well, pumps plumbed in, boss. Working is, I mean, it's going faster. I just don't know if it's going fast enough for you.
I will come and take a look at the water in a moment.
What am I looking for here? Do these not have windows in them?
No, I couldn't put any windows in those pipes because I didn't leave enough space.
Supply port. You know what I'm gonna do? Feel like it's sensible to pull out the Marine and the Heart of the Sea.
That's not a bad plan. Meow to you too.
Conduit.
And possibly we could do with some more
more rotational power.
I meant more distance between the aqueous accumulator and the pipes and pumps, so that we can actually fit in some windows.
Oh, okay.
If we move the aqueous accumulator down a few, we'd be able to fit in windows.
Well, I think the proof of the pudding is the are the machines getting the water they require? That is a Boolean answer.
No.
No. Oops.
But is that
So-
because the pipes aren't getting enough power, or do they need more pumps, or...
I mean, more pumps is always a solution if you want to move water quickly.
Oh, stupid flight.
I've done it again.
What's that?
I keep panic placing prismarine blocks where I don't need them. Because I am pro Minecrafter. No, what's the word I'm looking for? Not pro. Opposite of pro. That's it. Conduit. Yeah, don't drown. She'll be back in a second.
It definitely should get water. Five more silver. Yeah, look, I've got 5 more silver. Perfection. Indeed. Just top up the ender dust, and we should have enough Enderium for at least one step of the process.
The process?
So I should have enough Enderium to make 9 ender chests. Oh, 9 ender chests. 4 ender chests, which should be enough to make each of the steps of the machine process automated, and thereby meaning that we don't need to run things into this chest anymore. It will happen automatically.
Sounds like a good day at the office.
Yeah. Not too bad, if I say so myself.
In the quest for underwater breathing, air guitarist nearly killed himself like 4 times. Good job, mate.
Except brain. You don't need 9 mechanisms to make a machine. You need 8, because it goes in a circle around the thing. 32 was the magic number.
Oh. Right.
Oh well.
Underwater maintenance is now very
Safer.
much an easier. Yeah, it's an easier operation. Let's have a look, see what we've got going on.
I can also retrieve this Invar flux duct that I accidentally panic placed when I was down here not drowning earlier.
So this aqueous accumulator is full, right? So this pump is just not fast enough. So if we move the aqueous accumulator down, eh?
Yeah.
And give us more room to work. Is that obsidian?
Yeah, that was where the lava used to be that used to power the spinny.
Oh, okay.
I figured we didn't need it anymore, but then also now it became obsidian.
Alright. I think I can easily solve this issue.
Well, I'm halfway through breaking it.
Alright, house block. I've got cobblestone in my hand. Tell me that's not like cobblestone. Well, it is cobblestone.
Nearly there. Done.
Oh, okay. I was just going to exchange it.
Well, that would have been sensible. Let's get rid of that fat... Oh, no! Pickaxe!
Bye, pickaxe!
Come back, pickaxe! All is forgiven.
I mean, if we lowered it down, we could also run more cogs to gear shift things faster.
Yeah, I mean, that's not a bad plan. Let's do that.
I'm going to get rid of the accumulator. That's also pumping the wrong way.
It shouldn't be. Look at the arrow.
Yeah, the arrow doesn't matter. It's the rotational speed, isn't it?
No, the arrow is what does it.
No, this is pushing stuff down. The fluid, it appeared to be going the wrong way.
But the arrow. That is the whole point of the arrow.
But the particles, John.
I don't give a crap about your particles.
Well, here's why you should. See if we can get that. Is there not something you can do to get like normal underwater mining speed? Can't remember.
Didn't actually put a pump in, did I?
Why do they all look like they're spinning this? Not. You know what? I may just put a couple of sequence gear shifts and not sequence gear shifts, and just gearboxes. Adjustable chain gear shifts. Get a couple of those in there. That'll sort it out.
Will it?
What are you doing?
I don't know. Come on, gear.
Hang on, I've got adjustable chain gear shifts here. Oh, that's how it works. I was like, why are my gears all spinning at the same rotation? Because we are putting the same rotation into them. What goes up? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's good.
I'll tell you what that water was that was coming out in those particles.
Mm-hmm.
It was draining the bloody machines. It was draining what's in there.
Well, it's now full. The machines are now full.
Yeah. So as you
So,
see, what happens here, this insulator will eventually finish the tool boy.
sure.
And it'll spit out a cluster. Like so.
Into this machine.
And then another tool boy comes down. Because this can accept one at a time.
Okay. And that gets photogenic insulated.
And then,
Insulator? We had this discussion already.
and then this cluster will process and turn into the poise bushes.
Nice.
What we could, in theory, do is get some integral components
Mm-hmm.
and upgrade these machines, but then also we'd need to upgrade all of our power supply,
All of our singular power supply.
all of our dynamos.
Okay. How's
Uh,
this looking? It's got 3 million RF in it.
it's a healthy backup.
Yeah.
We've got enough. Like, these each take up 20 at a time, and these, even at their lowest level, the top 3 that haven't been upgraded are doing 40 per tick.
Okay.
So those 3 do 60 per tick, and that's doing 120 around the top.
I mean, this is speculate to accumulate, though, isn't it? Because once this gets us to where we're going, things are going to be a little bit better.
Well, this bottom one has been upgraded and is doing max production is 120 per tick.
Currently running at 60.
I believe that's because it's throttling itself because this
It's
is
full,
full.
isn't it? Yes.
So it's sort of holding back and slowing down.
Well, the machines are backstuffing with water, and now we're starting to do backstuff with poise bushes.
That is good news.
Yours.
I mean, in theory, actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the integral component out of the magma crucible that we don't need it in at the moment, because we're not crucibling anything right this second. And
It
I'm
also
going
looks like the aqueous accumulator is not running out of water, which means that this pump is not going to slowly and surprisingly drain this entire ocean like it did over there.
Oh, that was the hose pipe thing drained the water supply over there. The accumulator makes it out of nothing.
Yeah.
So this is now an upgraded phyto doobity doobadoo.
Yes.
So the one that gets sort of 3 things per operation is now running a little bit faster than the others.
But uses 60 RF a tick, and probably more water, right?
Does use 60 RF per tick and does hold and possibly use more water.
That's right. It seems to be refilling.
But this is still generating, you know,
the cube is stable. It's not.
Yeah,
it's not emptying.
The cube is stable. This one generates 120 per tick if needed, and that's fine. I mean that bottom magmatic crucible could run the entire, all 3 of these, and still have some RF to spare.
Go.
Which is nice. And on that note, I'm not going to fall into the foundry. I'm going to go over to where hopefully I've got a lot of... Well, I've got some Enderium, and I'm going to start making more things.
Sounds like a plan. So I may try and get some open more sales. I don't know what our current situation with sales is.
I really did think for a second, what's he going to sell?
Everything. Just watch as I miraculously shift click all of our oak wood into sticks.
Into
Sorry,
stairs.
Sticks.
Sticks.
All of our planks into sticks. Alright, sales.
That's fine. We've got plenty of planks. We've got infinite technically.
Yep.
Do like that little squeak on the farm still.
See, that's it. How do I stop this crazy thing, Jane?
Which crazy thing?
The windmill bearing.
Right click it.
Hurrah! Success.
Did you see people were pointing out that his birthday was the other day? Apparently.
Who's that?
George Jetson.
Oh, is it?
Apparently, I don't know the veracity of it, but somebody had worked out that his birthday was like the last day of July 2022.
Oh no.
I don't know if that is the same sort of thing that they keep doing with... I know that there was a few years in a row where they were like, this is the day that Marty McFly came to in Back to the Future 2. It's like, no, he didn't. That was 2015. Not 2016, 17, 18, and 19.
Yeah, get those posts again. Happy Back to the Future Day. Right. Yeah. Well,
Oh, and the
still
chests
not
look a
working.
little different.
Still not working for Spacey Sprockets, so it's a bit of a wash, doesn't it?
So if I make our main ender chest for the system blue, 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 that seems FBF related, right?
Yeah, blue, 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 and it's easy to do as well.
Yeah, have a look at these ender chests. They updated the model a little.
One moment.
Kirk says, I wonder how many babies were named George born that day. That's a good question.
I mean, who names their boy Elroy at the moment, anyway?
Well, George, he was just born the other day. Also, there's a squid over here just, like, saying hello. I think you've caught him on your... Oh, no, he's just drowning. Nope, get under the water. Bye, squid.
So close. We have 6 of these not so good cells. 10, that one's broken. For science, let me power this back on.
So let's start off. You, chest, are now this.
Oh, you can change the rotation of the of the windmill by mousing over it with a wrench. Make it rotate the other way if you so desire. Right.
So
okay. That's really flying now, so that's cool. Ooh, look at this fanciness. He's so fancy. Oh, okay, fine.
So fancy, and I placed it one block out.
Oops. Surely there's something that cuts that quicker, right?
Yeah, it's called not flying when you do it.
Uh,
Don't fall into the machinery.
I don't want to.
You'll become an andesite alloy.
I mean, at least that'll be useful. Oh, ho, 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 ho.
Do we have any? No, we don't. Mr. Andesite.
We've missed you.
Right.
I need to finish off that other sale, but then I don't really need to finish that off that other sale at all.
I need you to be an extraction module. And you're a stack limiter. And so you are a stack limiter there. Limit to 1 stack. You're an extraction module. So you should allow 1 stack of those in that ender chest. And then over here, you should be refilling the machines until they're filled.
With what? Andesite machines?
So these 2 arms hold the andesite alloy.
Mm-hmm.
They should hold a stack each.
So if I just, casually take a stack of kinetic mechanisms off here. I mean, it's working.
Yep. I'm going to actually grab the things to make a Invar machine.
Cool.
Oh,
we put the infinite tools in all of these now?
We don't have the infinite flash drive just yet.
Okay.
But do I have the things to make Invar?
Invar? You must be really close to automating that by now, huh?
Automating, not quite. We've got a machine that makes it a lot quicker and cheaper than we can do it before. Because previously we were making it 4 iron and a nickel for 1.
Yeah.
And now with a induction smelter, we use 1 Invar and 1 iron and 1 nickel to make 2 Invar.
Okay.
So it's a lot cheaper on the iron. It still needs this hammering step.
We got the fast machines to do that now. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, we have
Clang.
we have a very quick machine to do it. And then if I just throw this under there, it gets stamped. I said if I just throw this under there, it gets stamped again. Does it not get stamped again?
Into what?
Oh, it doesn't get stamped again. Never mind.
Stamp that Invar ingot into what, mate?
I just needed an Invar machine so that I can make an upgraded pipe extractor module.
Oh, cool.
so that I can upgrade the extractor module at the ender chest over here to, instead of being a low extraction module, to be a higher extraction module, a medium extraction module, which means it should extract faster.
Hurrah! More speed. Also, kinetic mechanisms already backstuffed, and there's already 64 in my inventory.
Excellent.
Into the store. What? It will go.
Yeah, into the storage.
There's water there, John.
There's water in that there river, is there, Chris?
Yeah, I don't know who put it there.
That's crazy.
Lord knows.
So if I just throw you, and you back in there, you should start endering up. So there's now a stack of andesite alloy in the chest, in the ender chest.
Yes.
Which means that as soon as one of those machines runs, it will pull out of the chest. This will have space in it again, and this bit will extract into it.
Oh, nice.
And we don't have to do anything.
Excellent.
I just need another 2 ender chests, and I can put one over here, doing the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Over here. Somewhere around there.
Yeah.
And then one downstairs, and it'd be all cool. Automation for the win.
Lovely.
And,
Splendid.
and then we'll do... I don't know what we'll do. We'll do something else.
I mean, what is next?
Well,
I guess
next is looking at what the next things are. It's either working out what the next chapter holds for us.
The Catharsis Chapter 3 complete. Is Chapter 3 complete?
Chapter 3 is complete. Actually, that reminds me. In the downtime between episodes, I did also make sure to tick off everything on this page, because there were some things like, oh, you could do mobs actually, that were like,
Yeah.
if you didn't tick it, the chapter doesn't complete.
Oh,
So
right,
I think it was like we had to tick like, I like mobs actually, and the mechanical auto hammerer, which we do have one now.
Right. So if the Catharsis is done, how do we unlock Chapter 4?
So chapter 4, we can either
Wow.
do Into the Box. The new energy unit joins the ranks. The production facility for silicone will involve the interplay of thermal induction machinery and the familiar kinetic components. Between flux and stress, a peculiar innovation in laser technology will be required to produce some of the ingredients involved. After hitting the check mark above, the 4th chapter of the factory guide will be accessible from the quest sidebar. Or we can choose to do chaotic alchemy.
Oh, yes. You'll find that the newly discovered laser setup has other interesting capabilities. Behind a bit of science and experimentation lies a way to transmute seemingly unrelated materials between another. The demanded silicone element is one of them, but which is its counterpart? After hitting the checkmark above, the alternative 4th chapter of the factory guide will become accessible from the quest sidebar. It will still be possible to return to the other chapter.
So do we want to hit both of these and just see which one seems better? Because we can.
I don't know if one will... Oh, can you?
Well,
Okay,
it says if we hit the alternative path, it will still be possible to return to the other chapter.
Okay, well, let's have a look at Chapter 4.
So, Chapter 4 start. The next target will be printed silicon. As one of 2 known ways to obtain it, the assembly line will move items, fluids, and energy in and out of the new and rather compact Invar machinery. Much like the previous chapters, a few new material sources or shipments will be required first.
New capacity. Yeah, chemical laser.
Central role in this age of technology is played by the alchemical laser. Cool. It usually involves converting one material into another using a high-tech energy beam and a catalyst or tool of some kind. Inventors can familiarize themselves with the necessary machinery components using JEI or via entering /C Ponder CubeJS chemical laser.
So we'll be heading into silicon, circuitry, arming the deployers, and calculation mechanisms. Or
chaotic alchemy side of things.
ooh.
Another way forward. As an alternative, more risky approach to a refined silicon resource, laser alchemy can provide an obscure yet rewarding new path of progression. Discover the secret codes of each reagent class in order to learn about the recipe of chaos catalysts. Once found, the chaos catalyst can not only transmute a material into silicon, but potentially create other viable resources from the most trivial ingredients.
Oh, goodness me.
That's a lot of stuff.
That is a lot of stuff. But something warp zone.
Are you liking the idea of doing the alchemical approach?
Oh, that's a lot to do, though, isn't it?
I don't know.
Why don't we divide and conquer?
I don't know if we need to do all of it.
Hang on. I will be. I'm gonna have a think. I'll be back in a second.
You
can discuss it with chat.
You consider while you go. I'm gonna end a chest and think about it. I mean, I've not seen the alchemical side of things, so I don't know. What, Gurks, are you still around? Is anybody in the chat still there? What does chat want to see? Alchemy sounds cool. Well, me neither. It involves lasers. It involves lasers and alchemy. We can at least look at it. I guess that's the main thing, is we can look at what is required.
Right. Whichever way we take, we need the alchemical laser.
The other thing is, as I've just said to Gurks and the chat, whichever way we take, we're not tied to it.
Yes.
So we are completely free to spend a little bit of time now looking at it.
Yeah.
And going, that looks interesting. And then leave it alone.
Okay.
If we decide that's not the way we want to do it.
Okay.
So where did my things go? I need 5 more of those.
So this is interesting. Have you pondered the alchemical laser?
I haven't yet.
Okay. Whichever way we do this, we're gonna need a large area.
Okay. I mean, that's not different to most of these things. Like,
So we have an Invar machine set up with a laser lamp. That Invar machine will get punched by a deployer in punch mode,
okay,
and then in further into the ponder, it shows a minecart, some rails, and a hopper minecart. So it looks like we'll be automating things with minecarts, whichever route we take.
so attach a laser lamp.
Ah, creeper.
Ensure the light is powered. Deploy a punch mode. Whenever the deployer activates, the lamp will emit a high energy beam. Hopper minecarts caught in the beam will process their equipment. Okay. Okay.
That does look like we need Illuminar. I need to sort my armor out. It's a mess right
Now can we attach the lasers to sharks?
now.
I don't
No,
think
that's
we've
the
got
next.
sharks. Is really where that plan falls down, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's kind of dependent on that.
Dang, says Gurks.
We were so close to, yeah, I know.
Sharks with frickin' laser beams.
So, yeah.
Yeah, come on, in the way go.
How would you like us to proceed?
I am gonna look at a thing and do a thing, and then the thing will be done.
Okay. What thing are you thinking?
I'm setting up the last of the required extraction modules into an ender chest to send up the radiant induction coils.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, induction coils, all of the things are now ender chested.
Nice. I hear many mobs.
Yeah, I'm not sure where he is. Underneath the ground, maybe?
I think so. Let me go have a chat with them. Yep, found him. Ah!
So I think we need an Invar machine.
Okay.
Which I now have. And that can go away for now. That can go away. That can go away. That can go away. That can go away. That can all go away. Where do you... Where do we want to set this up, Chris?
Well, there are two options, buddy or pal. We can either, depends on what flavor you want to go with. We can either, if you join me up here, up into the sky. I don't know how much. I don't know how much space we're going to need total.
It is difficult to work out from what we know at the moment.
Yeah. So
I mean,
we can either continue underground where there is that large open expanse next to level 1, or we can clear a little bit of forest around here and set up an entirely new area for it. The problem with doing it overground is getting stuff to it, but you are now Captain Enderchest, so...
I mean, yeah, getting things around is expensive, but shouldn't be too much of a problem. Looking at it, the alchemy side of things looks interesting.
Mm-hmm.
But also, I think that's...
I know that the silicon route is probably more familiar.
I'm looking confused by it. I mean, I think
Well,
there's a lot of...
You remember in Oceancraft where he had to make all of these singularities and stuff like that? I just feel like, unless I'm wrong, I just feel like the reagent stuff just seems like a lot of fluid encapsulators and lots flying around trying to find an item.
Yeah.
Like golden rods, crimson reagents.
I mean, looking at it, from what I can understand, those 6 reagents, like the 6 catalysts along the bottom,
Yeah.
igneous, herbal, volatile, crystalline, metallurgic, and gemstone. If they're all the same, I'm looking at the igneous one, and it says you obtain it by finding the correct combination of 4 igneous reagents and hitting it with an alchemical laser.
Yeah.
So you occupy the first 4 slots of the hopper cart with 1 reagent each and run the alchemical laser on it.
Yeah.
To either find the correct thing or a hint.
Note the correct combination may contain duplicates. Note the correct combination differs from world to world. That seems like a lot of guesswork.
So that's a lot. I think we should go with the factory route.
I mean, we are pretty factory orientated here, so
I think that might be something that we can look at maybe later as a thing, but I don't think so.
So then the next question, Milord. Where's you wanting it?
That is a good question, isn't it?
I mean, I could just level where this ruin is up the top here, and we could start it there, maybe cover it with a building later, and it's close enough to everything. I don't know if the flight extends there, but I have 1 more beacon, so we could, in theory, set up another flight point if we needed to.
Yeah.
So that's option 1 in my eyes. Option 2 is over here. If you join me at level 1.
Level 1 is the car park, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, level 1 over here.
Yeah. I mean, that is another option, is to just open out what's up there. But then we also have down here, which is again a wide open space with room
With room for many activities.
for many activities. It just needs some walls and stairs and removing of the mobs.
I mean, I like that, but also we've done an underground bunker in this.
Yeah.
I think that maybe it's time to do something different and go above ground.
Yep.
Um,
How much? Yeah, I asked the question.
so I think that we clear off.
How much do I need? Do I need? Is it 9 blocks of copper?
Well, do we clear off the ruin
Yeah.
and build
Or-
amongst the ruin? Or do we come over this way?
Hang on. I've
And-
just used up a lot of our copper, but it'll be worth it. Hang on. Where are thou?
Above the first factory.
Yeah. Need to open up some of these stairwells now we've got flight. Okay. What are
So
you
we
thinking?
either, as you say, area 1 is over there,
Yeah.
or we come over here.
Yep. That is also a possibility.
Ah!
Yeah.
We fall out of the sky. Like Icarus. But we clear some of this forest space.
Yeah. I mean, there is. Oh yeah. You know what? I like that idea. It's going to be instant flat ground.
Yeah, it's a lot flatter than the top of that hill.
Yeah. Okay. I am going to see how this looks.
I'm going to quickly hit the check mark on Chapter 4 start, which means we get another cup of Builder's Tea.
Okay. Does this reach? I think it should reach. Sure.
So the
Yeah, we
upcoming
clear-
assembly line will require a significant amount of flux energy to run. It is recommended to use a suitable generation method and consider higher scales in planning should it become necessary later. So that power flower thing I set up over there, I might need to build another one.
Okay.
How
How much space do you want initially, bud?
I don't know yet, because I don't know. I don't know what the automation is going to look like.
All right.
Um,
I'll give you a sizable chunk.
I guess maybe we start looking at what we need to automate first,
Yeah.
because there's
Well,
there's
you look into
four
that, and
things
then-
to automate now. What I'm looking at here.
Basically, the more moans and groans you make, the larger I'll make the area.
So we need a modern cobble gen to make basalt.
Yeah.
Basalt is an accessible type of rock that contains traces of inert basalt's powder, which we can get by running an igneous extruder with blue ice and lava
Oh,
and
doesn't that need
soul
like a
soil.
snowball machine?
Blue ice comes from packed ice comes from ice. Baby.
Too cold.
And we can put the packed ice in a stampy machine and then put can we do the same thing for, and then we can put the packed ice in the stampy machine to make the blue ice. Okay. But is that why you are saying we need snowballs? New Invar technology quickly makes forming snowballs out of water quite a simple process.
Oh, nice.
Sometimes we should set aside a few for our next unannounced visitor. So we need to make snowballs to make an entropy charger. In order for the Blizz essence to form, the entropy manipulator present in the cart has to be charged. Ensure the charge in it restored before its next use.
We have to create some kind of automation with minecarts, huh?
Yes, it looks like we need 2 of them because we need a flux. We need to make basols,
Right.
which is why we need the basalt. I'm gonna go sleep. Yeah, it looks like there's some minecart automation in our future, Chris.
I'm alright with it. I don't mind a bit of that. As long as there's things in Create to, like, you know, like we've got the inventory monitors and stuff like that, isn't it?
Yeah. It doesn't look like there's complex minecart automations. But there's definitely 2 of them in the process.
Mm-hmm.
We also need wood, apparently.
Oh, we've got plenty of that.
Which we need to turn into charcoal, Chris.
Oh no! Heavens to Murgadroid!
Yeah, it's impossible to think I would do that.
Get the brightest boys in the lab on it. Oh wait.
I'm just going to grab a lump of charcoal out of the system to let it know that we have that stuff. In a secondary and more lengthy pyrolization process, coal coke is formed.
Coal juice.
Coal coke is formed, the ideal material for both refining silicon and to provide heat as a solid fuel. So we need a pyrolyzer. Oh. Well, I can get one of those. And can I get one of those? What do I need for signalum? I need molten signalum. I need 8 buckets. We have 7.
No.
Ah, but I've already got 1 bucket of destabilized. I'm just stealing destabilized redstone from our system.
I mean, it's not stealing if it's ours to begin with, right?
I mean, that is fair. That is a fair assessment. That is kind of cool.
That's where they're coming from.
Dang it. Come on, redstone. 2 more buckets. It's kind of a race between me and the machine as to which one of us gets to use it now.
It's mine. It's mine. It's mine.
No! One more! I needs it. Then you can have it all again. It's all yours.
Where were you when Skynet went live?
I really hope Skynet is just like a big mixing basin then. If that's as bad as Skynet gets, I think we'll be okay.
Yeah.
Right, and then if I throw this in here with copper and silver, why is it always silver?
You're glad we automated that at round 0.
Terminator 8, whiskey business.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a thing we need to really... We need to automate the sheep again.
We do.
Because we're not getting more... We're not getting more silver in at the moment.
I've got 64 on me. You need it.
I mean, we've got a lot in the system, but I keep melting it down like at stacks at a time.
Yeah.
And it's like, this is going to run out eventually. We don't have an unlimited amount. He says, looking at the copper we have, which is
gone.
Lacking.
Sorry.
Do we have any spare over there?
No. No, we don't.
So I need 3 more.
Oh, there's a ladder there. Oops. Maybe not build that then. Hang on. Let me just check. No, John, sorry. Yeah, I got nothing.
Alright, I guess we're going mining.
Didn't mean to. What's flight?
I'm just going to nick one of the blocks from out of the beacon at the tower.
Yeah, there's plenty there. Although that will reduce the range of flight, so be careful.
Oh no, this is Tinker's bronze.
Wait, these blocks of copper worked? Huh? Oh no, they did not work. It's just a lingering effect. Okay, I screwed up.
If you screwed up, can I have some of that copper?
Go and take it, and meanwhile turn what's left of it into Tinker's Bronze, please.
I just make my way back out of the mine I'm in. Wait, what's this? Oh, I make my way into the car park. Well, let's melt some blocks of copper. A stack of sand should be enough, right?
You say that.
Stack of sand should be a good start, right?
That's right. We have a nether portal to a desert biome, so.
Alright, Signalum go. We're at 8 blocks of Tinker's Bronze.
Awesome, I need
and
9.
6 ingots.
Oh, okay. 1 second. I'm just lighting up the over here.
Cool, I'm just going to go have a quick nap. And then I can make the pyrolyzer.
Oh, did you put the 7 blocks of Tinker's Bronze into the system?
No, they're in the
Oh.
smelter at the moment.
Can I have 2 of them then? Because we have to have 7 blocks in the system already.
Oh. So 2 blocks going in the system. The rest of the Tinker's Bronze that's in there turning back into ingots.
Oh.
We've got a lot of Tinker's Bronze now.
Good. We need it for
be useful for expanding beacon range. Right, so 1 pyrolyzer.
Yeah, the copper would have worked. I just didn't select a primary power.
Well, Tinker's Bronze is cheaper.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? And it looks nicer. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. There's a toolbox in the system, by the way.
That's probably mine.
Yeah.
I mean, it's almost certainly mine, really. Who else's is it going to be?
Don't know.
Right, for the moment, what do I have in terms of dynamo? Pair of Sterling dynamos.
Guessing we want speed again, yeah?
Yeah, makes sense. So coal goes in there. Charcoal goes in here. It's quite energy efficient. That's nice. I like it when things are energy efficient.
So also, John, to note, behind you, there's a new entrance to the rear of the factory.
Oh, nice.
And if you come here, that leads to the lift.
Ah,
But I will decorate this in a second. I'm going to try and make it look perfect.
cool.
So, and also flight. You can just fly straight over the factory and you'll be fine.
So this is a pyrolyzer. It is apparently how you make thermal coal coke.
Oh, nice. With
And we also get creosote oil from it.
That's better than a 3x3x3 structure that takes ages to make the block, so isn't it?
Yeah. So apparently that's one of the steps of this process. Is we need this to make coke. So if I get the ender chest going for coal, charcoal,
Yeah.
I can bring the infinite charcoal we have over there over to here
Yes.
and make with the coke, because then we make it into coke chunks by spouting it with water and cutting it with a saw.
Okay. What are you feeling for like the ground around here?
That's a good question. How about some nice wooden planks, maybe?
Yeah. Just dotted around, or
I think a
Yes,
floor,
square.
like a solid square.
okay. One solid square floor coming up, my lord. We ain't shy of a few of those. One bona fide floor.
So what do? We then make that into... Okay. Okay. Ah! Floor. Didn't go under the wires for some reason.
Yeah, no, I suspect that.
Weird.
I'm guessing that they count as different blocks. The mods probably change them to be like certain entity sides. I don't know.
Oh.
Oh.
So, what was I looking at? I need to take the coal out of there, and I need to... 2 depots and 2 saws. Actually,
What?
I'm wondering if instead of bringing the... Do we bring the wood over instead of bringing the charcoal?
Right.
We furnace it over here into charcoal, which we're going to use here, and use the furnace engine to give us rotation here, because we're going to need rotation.
I concur.
Does that sound a sensible plan? What do you think, Llama?
Oh my goodness.
I think that's a good plan.
Okay.
Because I think we're going to need rotation over here. It's either we get another windmill, a fourth windmill in the overworld,
Yeah.
or we use the vastly superior...
Well, I mean, I've been saying that for like since episode 3. I'm just saying.
Wind power, steam power. It does mean that I need to end a chest. Oh no, I could just do the same thing I'm doing with... Yes.
Use the same ender chest, right?
Well, I can use the same ender chest for wood and charcoal.
Uh-huh.
Because I'm going to bring wood over here into a furnace. But I can just put an ender chest over here that gets the wood and charcoal, so that the places that need charcoal get charcoal, and the places that need wood get wood. Hey, brain! Welcome to the welcome to
the final boss fight party.
Welcome to the remix, apparently, of the brain kicking in. Enderium, how we doing? We need one more. Cool. So I should be able to get enough Enderium from this to make the ender chest that goes at this end. Have we got something at the moment to kill the sheep?
Uh, there should be a sword on the pedestal unless it's broken.
Uh,
What you mean, like now?
I don't mean like actively now. But I was just pondering if we're actually at the point where if we started to feed the sheep wheat again, they would be being killed.
This is a good question.
Um, I seem to remember at some point early on in the game, we had a whole bunch of chests that we put into the system.
A whole bunch of chests. I think
Yeah,
that's useful.
and we're now down to like 5.
Makes sense to me.
So charcoal chest, I'm gonna make black, 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 because it's charcoal.
Mm-hmm.
In case you're in any, wondering as to why I'd chosen those 3 colors,
Why not?
I don't think it was a particularly challenging selection, but I figured I'd spell it out.
Good for you, bud. Good for you.
Sorry, I got sideswiped by a zombie there. It was it's a confusing time all round.
It's all gravy. Oops.
Is there another zombie? Yes, apparently there is. But he's underground, maybe. Right, so you are black.
I actually need to.
Black. And then I need a pipe wrench to say you don't connect there. And then I need a stack. So I need a utility pipe module. I've got one of those. And let's get an Invar pipe module, because why the hell not? Let's treat ourselves with this pipe module. We might as well.
Yeah, nearly Christmas.
We got spares. Medium retrieval. Speaking of it being nearly Christmas, did you see about the Tesco that has got Christmas chocolates in already?
Nice. Which one's that?
Where in the world? I don't remember.
Oh, okay. I mean, that seems like important information if you ask me.
It's important information to the story.
I mean, spooky season is nearly upon us.
Yeah, people were complaining
people...
that the chocolate basically went out of date before Christmas anyway.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's like buying mince pies in November. It's almost a British tradition at this point, isn't it?
Right, so I've now got an ender chest that is a stack of wood and a stack of charcoal.
Yeah.
Which we can now get an ender chest. We need an ender chest sort of in this general vicinity to feed both that and this. So that's one. One over in the farming area to feed the smokers.
Mm-hmm.
One over there to feed the thing. So that's 3 more ender chests. That's some nice flooring.
Working on it. I need to move the beacon 1 block over to the right, though.
Girk says, wonder if there will be a brandy snap shortage this year.
I think if you put enough like disinformation into the system, you can create a shortage of anything. Whatever.
I did see the horrifying opposite of a shortage, which is we're going to have a overabundance of wasps. this
Oh,
year
good,
because of
yeah.
the hot wave, heat wave,
The hot wave?
the hot wave. You know that hot wave we had.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
that's how people talk. No, yeah, because of the heat wave, apparently the wasps are going to be more out and about and more angry.
Oh, good.
Yeah, it's what we needed, isn't it?
Hmm. I am unsure.
What?
I think it's literally just what?
The no. Why did you change? The pump at the machine has changed direction.
I have no idea.
Oh, did you change the direction of the windmill here?
Oh yeah, I might have accidentally flipped it the wrong way around. My apologies. Not on purpose, not intentionally to troll anyone. I literally might have just accidentally right-clicked it, panicked, right-clicked it a few more times, and assumed it was good because everything was still spinning.
So the way that those pumps work is they are set on a direction by the rotation, but you can flip the way they pump.
Right.
But when you change the windmill, they started pumping out of the insulators again.
Well, I am sorry, but
That's fine. I've fixed it now. What was I doing? Am I done? Are we done? Think I'm hitting a wrapping uppy point.
Are you?
Yeah.
I ain't finished my thing yet. You said you wanted a floor, so I'm doing your.
Oh, you've done a
floor.
very nice floor.
Not finished yet. It'll have to do.
It's.
No.
I mean, it's apparently I've
I
got
figured-
a seat.
I think. Yeah, I know, right? Here by the beacon, just chilling out, maxing, relaxing,
Yeah.
being all cool, shooting some people, etc., etc., etc.
So no, I
Yes.
think Enderium wise, we're pretty good at making it. It takes time.
Mm-hmm.
Time is the biggest factor in making it at the moment. I can't work out a decent way to automate it now. With this chapter, if you look at what this chapter gets us at the end,
Yeah.
the chapter 4 complete picture might give you some hints.
Yes, I can see the system.
The telltale signs of a system.
I see. This is part of me is just the sheer morbid curiosity of how do you go from the catalyst to that is what I would ask. But you know, I guess we'll never know.
I mean, it's a good question.
Oh, I kind of like that. That's pretty cool.
So like with that, I can work out how to automate Enderium.
Yeah.
But for the moment, I think Enderium is going to be like a when we need it, we set it up to run.
Yeah. I think that is that's the case.
I think that's kind of the idea with this is, you know, you had a chunk that you needed to do by hand and then you automated it.
Yeah.
And then sort of the next step made that automation an easier process. I mean, one thing that we could do with getting another of at the moment is we need another strainer base.
Okay.
And possibly we need to work on a way to automate those.
Okay. That seems doable.
But I think basically between episodes, I'm going to make a couple more Ender bits and pieces. Ender chests, or possibly just I'll make some Enderium machinery, and then we can work out whether it's chests or tanks.
Yeah.
Next time, because we obviously we might need a couple of tanks to get us lava around places. And we definitely need some chests to be able to move the wood and the charcoal, because I already mentioned where some of them are going.
Yeah. Oh, shoot.
And then in theory, sort of the charcoal that's being made here will be used by this system.
Well,
But
if it goes back into the, well, I mean, if it goes back into an ender chest, it can then be like retrieved and stuff, can it?
yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like it could be that we just automatically put the charcoal that's here into this system, but over there where we're like at the moment we've got a long pipe running down to the system in the basement and sending the charcoal back up, and that's fine and it works. But maybe that could be ender chested instead.
Yes.
I don't know if that's a more. I don't know if that's a better use of it than what we've got at the moment or not.
I would say follow your heart.
I mean, it probably is, because it means that we can get rid of that long pipe and just have ender chest, and use that pipe for other things. Only time will tell, as the Gurk says.
All this and more. The next exciting episode of FBFZ.
Indeed. And I think that's
There is a wrapping up point now.
that's a good wrapping up point. We've got a nice floor that looks to be expandable.
Yep.
Which I would hope it is, because I get the feeling we're going to need a lot of space for this.
Yup.
Oh
well. Why not fly?
Don't know.
Wait.
Why you no fly?
Hello.
So we've got a nice start to the system there. From the looks of it, next time, I don't know whether to look at the. It's kind of a case of, do we look at the two things that are going to require the new laser setup, or do we look at the two things that don't require the new laser setup immediately?
I think, seeing as the laser setup is required for both 4 and 4A, that maybe lasers is the way forward. That's a zombie.
I think maybe we look at the thing that requires the lasers then. So we need to make snowballs, and we need to make basalt, which I think requires snowballs. So
These
possibly,
let's
start with snowballs.
Yeah, I just realised I've just. I'll deal with that in the in between times.
So next time, snowballs and lasers.
Oh my, oh my.
Oh my. For now, thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't done so already, please do hit that follow button. It's a great way for you guys to know when we go live. A completely free way that you can support us on the channel. And we have a lot of... That's the wrong button. We have a lot of streams upcoming, starting with these things. Tomorrow night, if all goes according to plan, Sean and I will be heading off to Silver on the Astroneers, and we'll be colonizing a planet. We'll be colonizing a planet and its solar system, and collecting resources and doing mining and all sorts of things like that. On Wednesday, we've got a few people who want to do some more Fall Guys, because I said I wanted to do some more Fall Guys. So we're going to do some more Fall Guys. Seemed a reasonable plan at the time. I wanted to do some. I said, does anybody else want to do some? They said they did. We're all going to do it. Yeah. On Thursday, assuming all goes, or assuming Angel remembers, Angel's going to be playing some more Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic over on the Andrew Games Player channel. On Friday, Jeff is in the DM's chair as the train game continues. They've now made their way to Paris. It is time for them to investigate the evil Fez.
The Fez.
And then on Friday, no, that was Friday. On Sunday, I'll be back with more D&D with Waterdeep Dungeon of the Mad Mage. Last time, the group dealt with an electrifying encounter with a skull that was causing a lot of electrical damage. This time, Vaesen seems to have stumbled into an altar with a gibbering mouther. So tune in to find out if Vaesen gets some backup in this situation, or if he's going to face the gibbering mouther alone.
Ruh-roh.
Thank you for watching, and we are going to now do a raid, and that raid is going to be in the direction of Xander Sweetman, who is doing some Escape from Tarkov. Go give Xander some love. We'll see you guys again real soon. For now, so long. Bye, guys.
Bye.